Proud sponsors: First Philic, Meralco Gen, Pacific Power, Aboitiz Power, Lanco Pacific, Quezon Power Philippines Corporation, and Smart. Now, here's what happened. The reason why the score is 10-0, it's because DILG only has one executive playing tonight. They don't have two executive. As a rule, it's a house rule for this league. If you only have one executive playing, that means the team captain of PLDT will get an instant 10 points. So now our FIBA table officials explained to Coach Bongnabena that the PLDT already had instant 10 points simply because that only one executive is playing tonight. Now, before we start, of course, we want to ensure that everything is clear before we get this tip up. And here we go. Initial possession for the defending champions. 3-point shot, yes. First attempt. $13-0. De Leon misses the jumper from the right wing. And the Visionaries broken up that play. Here's the drive. The glass shot works. $13-2 is our count. Inside play, there's going to be a foul against the DILG Visionaries. If you can see the coaching staff, they don't have Coach Jeff Morillo, who's coaching the Rizal team in Junior MPBL in Las Piñas. So he's not going to be shooting around tonight. Also, missing on PLDT lineup is Boss Judo Quad of Smart Sports. He will be absent because he's in the ground on the closing ceremonies of Palarong Pambansa ongoing at Lawag, Ilocos Norte. We have a bump foul by Boyko on that drive. So earlier in the first game, if you just joined us, it is a win for Gentry. They advance to this quarterfinals, which will start on Tuesday next week. Dakis, low post play for the big guys of DILG. De Leon scores and one. Meralco, MPTC, AFP, PNP, and Gentry are the teams that already advanced to the quarterfinals, joining the top seeds of both brackets, OP and DENR. Okay, here's Anunuevo who hit the triple earlier. That time is a miss. And rebound controlled by the Visionaries. Here's Dakis again. Inside plays, De Leon set shot off the glass. 13-6. Here's Boyko. Can turn around against a triple team. Look at that escape act by Boyko. He defies the triple team. Duran is about to check in for Boyko probably. There's a long, oh, nice stroke. Dakis with a three-pointer. The lead is 6. Here's Boyko. Boyko drives. Anunuevo to Boyko. Boyko lost it. Dakis steal. Dakis brings it up court. Takes all the way. Yes. 15-11. Boyko kick out. Ano level 3. No. Dakis fails, so it's a stop ball, as yelled by some of the assistant coaches of PLD. Duran is about to check in right now for the digitals. Alright, we have a greeting here from Maria Hiza Agati Soliman. Pa-shoutout po kay DILG, jersey number 19, Rap Soliman. Happy birthday tomorrow. Oh, sir, happy birthday. Look at that Boyko shot. Oh! Boyko with a jackknife. Imasa three-pointer. 17-11 PLDT. Remember, they have a 10-0 start because of the only one executive suit up for tonight for DILG Imasa for PLDT. Imasa to Santos, back to Imasa underneath, failed, deflected there by Dakis. Dakis had a fine performance tonight. He bangs Boyko, and Dakis was guilty of offensive foul. Alright, that's the first personal on Mark Dakis. Of course, also ongoing tonight is the finals of the Siaba Under-16 tournament in Pampanga in Vencia. Good luck to the Philippine team versus Indonesia. That's why Juto Quadri is there in Pampanga. And after Pampanga, he will travel to Ilocos for the closing ceremonies of Palarong Babansa. And of course, Pilipinas Live and One Sports doing the broadcast there. Also in the coaching staff is former TNT star RDO, former Gilas mainstay, Rani Del Ocampo. 17-11, Anunueva for 3. He got the steal. He failed that one, and the ball goes out of bounds. You know what I like about the ILG is that despite the fact that the odds are stacked against them, they continue fighting. Just like the New York Knicks, who forced Game 6 against Indiana. De Leon baseline drive, banged by Duran. It's a foul on Duran, and De Leon will take 2. And of course, Coach Bong Rabena is also delighted that he will be soon to be grandfather. Of course, we all know his eldest son, Kiefer Rabena. Yung kanyang fiancée was already pregnant. And it will be a bundle of joy for the Rabenas. Of course, his wife, Mossy, is the current team manager of Akari Chargers in the Premier Volleyball League, who just concluded their season yesterday on the awardings night at Novotel in Araneta City, Cubao. So the Ravenas sports, Ravenas and the sports, it's really the way of life. Turnover, 4-point lead. Here's Ballesteros. He almost made a 3-pointer. You know, PLDT is just, it's like they'll try to husband their resources and making sure that other players will contribute immensely. And who knows, in the second half they might explode. Oh, nice pass. Could have been, but there's the inside play that was broken up by Dakis, but that's the second effort that the PLDT has for Reyes. Ballesteros lets it go. It's a forced shot. Good defense by Estomata. And the lead is 6 for the Digitizers. Estomata's open. That's a southpaw 3. He can't nail it. Remember the last game, they survived a tough match against Meralco. Here's Reyes. All right, Coach Bong Ravena will take a timeout in this first quarter to have out the troops. From a 10-point start of the jump, the lead is 6, 19-13. 4 minutes and 19 remaining. Reyes has a soft touch for the free throw line, and the lead of PLDT is back to 7. Two for two there for Reyes. .4:14 to go in the first quarter. Here's Largo. Nice pass to Dakis. The last game of DILG part of the playoffs, Largo had a fine performance, one of his best performances actually. Monte Castro. It's the Manta back to Monte Castro, who just hit a shot put and failed miserably, but he gets it right back. Good passing there for the digitizers, finding those open guys. Estomata from the corner. Nails a triple, and with a top of the back from the assistant coach. The lead is 9, 24-15. Keep in mind that the 10-0 because of the one executive for DILG. And of course, the team captain of PLDT will get his instant 10 points because of that. Having difficulty checking the live stats here. But anyway, kung balod ko man o hindi, pipinitin ko po, ha? Duran low post. Duran. Kick out pass to Monte Castro. Lead is 7. We are approaching 3 minutes. Here's Estomata. He estimates that one, but he fails. Reyes offensive rebound using his height advantage and agility. Looking for a foul. Didn't get it. And here's Ballesteros will challenge two defenders. He travels. Basket will not count. There's a traveling error before that. So just to make it at ease, just to let you announce, our quarterfinals will start on Tuesday. Tuesday is the start of our quarterfinals. And we will announce on our Makabansaing Facebook page the official games for you. It will be 4 games of 2, Tuesdays and Thursdays. That includes the top seeded teams. As we see, Duran scores inside. The top seeded teams that I'm talking about is the number 1 seed for bracket A. It's OP, Office of the President. And of course, the top seed in the bracket B is the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. So they have, those are the 2 teams who have the twice to beat advantage. Shot will work for Largo. First field goal, and he has 1 assist earlier. The lead is 7, 26-19. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Duran, Reyes, the 2 big guys inside. This time Reyes imposes his will, and that will be credited with his 2 free throw attempt. Boyko will shoot 2 after the free throws of Reyes. He will substitute Reyes after the 2 free throws. 2 shots there for Reyes. Already 14 fouls for DILG. A minute and 56. And now Boyko will replace Reyes right now. A minute and 56. 27-19. You know, Coach Bong Abera tweeted this game for DILG is like a scrimmage, because when it comes to the quarterfinals, they will face tougher teams than this. So that's why they are preparing this unit to be mentally active, and that is an active move there by Lagmay. Here comes Monte Castro. Oh, that's too much baby of the shot. He lost that arc there. But they still lead by 6, 27-21. Baseline drive by Largo. That's too strong. Monte Castro plucks down the rebound. So Monte Castro slows down, but wants to make fast. And there's a 3-pointer. Aninweba from 3. No. Boyko offensive rebound. No. He gets it right back. Third effort. It is tied up. It is a hell ball. That possession now will be for PLDT anyway. So just 11 seconds on the shot clock of PLDT to come for play. Looking for a cutter from the inbound. Here's San Nuevo. Estomata estimates from 3-point area. How about that? Nothing but net. 30-21, 9-point advantage for PLDT. Under a minute to play. 48 seconds. Dakis, the center, who can dribble. That reminds me of Joel Banal on his heyday. Steal by Boyko. Boyko brings it up court. Banging bodies there. The bounce pass. Duran. Kick out. Estomata. His second triple in a row. Yes, sir! Mr. Estimate. Now striking through from bombs away. Oh, that pass is telegraphed by Largo. And Largo fails to score a layup. Duran gets the rebound back. On Nuevo. 12 seconds. He's looking for Estomata. He's wide open. Stay three-pointer. Almost made it. 4 seconds to go. Lagmay drives. Lagmay lets it fly. No, he don't. So PLDT maintains a 12-point lead after 1 quarter of play. 33-21. Let's get things going to the second quarter in just a minute. Like to congratulate also the team TNT Tropal Giga winning earlier against Northport, in which the head coach of PLDT, Coach Bong Rapena, is a team consultant. As we start the second quarter, of course, you're still watching the Makabansa Basketball League Season 3, presented by the Metro Pacific Investments Corporation and San Miguel Global Power. Also thanks to the sponsors, First Filec, Meralco Gen, Pacific Power, Aboitiz Power, Lanco Pacific, Quezon Power Philippines Corporation, and Smart Communications. My name is Ryan Paro, live here from Meralco Avenue, Pasig. This is the last play-in tournament. One of these teams will barge into the quarterfinals next Monday, and Largo scores. 10-point advantage. Ando Nuevo to Reyes. Joining him is Monte Castro. And also we have 2 new players on the floor as well. That's Ramos. 3-point shot missed there by Nuevo. Now for DILG we have Dakis, Largo, De Leon, Lagmay, and another executive, and that is a failure on that last shot. It will be 2 free throws for DILG. Agop shooting. Next week the competition gets stiffer. Yeah, Ake is also part of the second quarter 5 for PLDT. So starting Monday next week, June the 3rd will. Oh, sorry, June the 4th, Tuesday, will be the start of our Makabansa Basketball League quarterfinals. Of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our Facebook page, Makabansaing, and also pusupi.com, your game, your community, and we stream live via KOTC Leagues. Onion Rebel with a 3. So slowly but surely, PLDT is now breaking loose from that logjam first quarter. Here's the drive by Dakis. He overcooks that one. And now the digitizers on the run. And this will be a basket. Ramos scores. 8 minutes and 12 in the second quarter. Dakis at 3-point area. He will challenge Ramos. He drives. And he baits a foul. We'll take 2. Only the first foul on Ramos. as Dakis will take two. I think Dakis now is the top scorer for DILG tonight. Well, Coach Bong Rabena reminded his players to not to play loose too much, because at stake here is the quarterfinals and we need to play an intense game, not so relaxed. This time, PLDT doubled their efforts offensively. They're now moving the ball well. Here's Aki for three. He misses. I think Aki's the team captain. Oh, tama. Siya ang team captain. So, Aki has 10 points already. We'll check that later if we can get the graphic for you. In the meantime, Miss Cha, there's a foul. Alright, Imasa checks in. And here plays the executive player for you. Also a Capo executive on Nuevo. Imasa is an executive player. So Aki already has 10 points. He's the team captain of his team. And that's a miss. Here's Reyes. Offensive rebound. Oh, partially deflected there by two defenders. And we have a foul against De Leon. Ballesteros and is that Sohaman or Soliman? We'll double check his name. First free throw is not good for Reyes. Of course, congratulations to our Philippine team that participated in Siyaba in Pampanga. They just got the gold medal. They beat Indonesia. So we swept all our assignments on that Siyaba tilt. Congratulations. Mabuhay. Jackknife, largo on the trail. You can see his creativity and athleticism on that shot. Now Coach Bong Rabena pointing instructions to the big guys how to defend. If you defend, you do not use your forearm too much going to your elbows. Instead, you just play straight up umbrella defense to deflect. But for you to use your hand to tap, that's alright. But for you to use all the way to your forearm, you'll get fouled. So it's now teaching a lesson or two on how to defend. As we see this Imasa three-pointer who goes out. Alright, Delvino now checks in for the very first time for PLDT. They're leading by 10 again, 38-28. Remember, we started 10-0. Here is Reyes. His pass deflected, intercepted by Dakis. Here comes Ballesteros on a foot race against Imasa, and Imasa gives up a foul. Alright, Ballesteros. This is the first free throw. Boyko is about to check in on the next dead ball. Two misses there by Ballesteros. And the lead is 10 for the Digitizers. They're playing Sans Jutul 4 tonight, who is very busy on those sports engagements in Pampanga and Ilocos Norte tomorrow. Turnaround shot, no. Also, assistant coach Jeff Murillo is in Las Piñas coaching his MPBL team. So he'll be back next week. Largo with a layup. Oh, Largo. He scored the last two field goals for DILG. The lead is 8. Running shot. Oh boy. Monte Caso once again. He babied that shot for the second time around. Largo will set it up for the Ventures. They're just down by 8 points. 2 team fouls for DILG and already 4 for PLDT. Oh, Ballesteros poking his head about surprise on that pass, and they pay the price. The Lubino lays it in. Back to a 10-point advantage for PLDT. 40-30. Approaching the 5-minute mark, halfway point of this first half. 3-point shot on its way. Dakis. No. Largo cannot clamp the rebound, battling for it, but it is Montecastro's turn to block that ball and brings it up, and the pass to Imasa. Imasa is prepared, but he did not have the right angle to dribble the ball, and he lost it. The ILG needs to talk things over. Yeah, congratulations to the Batangilas men's national youth team headed by Coach Ray Tenorio. They sweep all the assignments, and they won against Indonesia 70-40. They qualified to the FIBA Under-16 Asia Cup on Mongolia this August 31 to September 27. A very cold place of Mongolia. 10-point advantage. That's the third straight turnover for PLDT. They can't afford to do that in the quarters. They can allow to make mistakes here, but not in the quarters. They need to play a little better basketball. And that's been the problem for PLDT on those losses. And they have a lot of turnovers. Largo, what a fine performance tonight. He drives. Fall away shot against Montecastro. Oh, tough shot for Largo. Boyko, ball strip away, and here comes again Largo. He's been everywhere, defensively and offensively. He takes up a shot and almost went in. Boyko says enough is enough. It is 8 points. Duran with a fake baseline. Duran is open, but he fails. Second effort against 2 defenders. Duran scores this time. 42-32. 3:34 remaining. Here's Dakis. So Dakis and Largo are the top 2 performers for DILG tonight. Dakis drives. There's going to be a charging foul. Illegal pick by Largo. So Ananyabo now checking in for the digitizers. Fluid offense is what Coach Bong Rabena needs. They don't want to incur more turnovers tonight, because in the quarterfinals it will be a different picture. They need to play better. Fluid motion offense, like dribble dive offense. Boyko powers his way. Inside pass, kick out pass. Anunueva for 3. Yeah! Oh! Ball trickled out. Circling out like a motorcycle in a motor dome. I spoke too soon. And the fans of PLDT hold their breaths dun sa mintis. 42-32, 10-point lead, 2:56 to go. First half. Boyko at low post. That's a mismatch. Boyko power play against 2 defenders. That's going to be a foul before that shot. No basket. Alright, tomorrow I'll continue my commentaries, and I'll be covering not 2 but 7 games. Tomorrow I'll be in AAP Quezon City. I will cover Velvet D-League, starting with a 15 under Adriano versus Pythons, MGBJ4 versus Eastprint, JIU versus Full Potential, Eastprint versus SCBA, Titorex versus Carlston. Back to live action. Here comes Duran. Bounce pass. Boyko. Jackknife. 3-point play. Also tomorrow, I'll go over Insignia versus 5 Travelers and Thunders versus CEENSE. Good matchup. So I'll cover 7 games as well. I try to conserve my voice tonight. We go now with a bonus free throw. Lead is back to 13 points for PLDT. We are now approaching 2-minute mark of the first half, and look at the cat. Cat is now an instant fan. There's a spin move by Lagmay. That's too much. Rebound control by Duran. Another steal by Largo. Largo is everywhere and he gets the foul. Boy, he is really a scrappy player. And even the youngsters love cats. Even I love cats. You know, my girlfriend Sunshine Gimmery loves dogs. Pareho ano kami. Aso't pusa. Siya mahilig sa dogs. Ako mahilig sa cats. Yun yung tinatawag na state of ano, state of bliss. It's very imperative. Largo almost getting defensive rebound. Ball tap out by Largo. Both teams now in penalty situation. De Leon checks back in for Dakis. Played heavy minutes tonight because of a depleted lineup. Approaching the 2-minute mark of the first half. Here comes Imasa. Buiko double team. Found Duran. Anu Nuevo, corner. Pop out jumper by Anu Nuevo. Short. Buiko offensive rebound. Lost it. Largo scrapping for him. Oh, that is no foul. Lagmay taps that ball cleanly, says the ref. Under 2 minutes remaining. Lead is 12 for PLDT. Lob pass, Buiko. Buiko is unmolested. Lead is 14. A minute and 40. Lagmay brings it up. One of the executives of DILG. You can see the executive yellow patch on the right side of their shirt, on top shirt. Here's De Leon, shot clock at 6. Against Buiko, marking matchup. De Leon puts it up. That's short. Good deflection there by Buiko. And here comes the De Lovino. Fast break. No soak that time. Ballesteros watching De Lovino from the rear. Largo will challenge Buiko. He scores again. What a first half for Largo. 12 points already. He's been a big torn for PLDT's aspirations. Imasa finally found its mark from 3-point distance. Under a minute to go. 50-35 PLDT. Ballesteros picked by De Leon. Goes left against Anunuebo. Shot clock at 10. De Leon makes his move against Buiko. Body upon body bounce pass. Largo once again. That time he overcooks. Half a minute. Anunuebo back dribbles. Anunuebo with a pass to De Lovino. Nice. Oh, man. Lovino missed the layup, but Duran is there to clean it up. Look at the bench of PLDT in excitement. They're amazed of Anunuebo's supreme physical condition. Already in his 50s. The drive there. No. Not much time. 5 seconds. Here's De Lovino. Will drive. De Lovino will score. And that might be it at the first half. PLDT, after a 10-point or 12-point first quarter, now they erected to a 19-point lead after one half. The score is 54-35. basketball action. Our last pair of the playing tournament, PLDT versus DILG, one of which will advance straight to the quarterfinals. Good evening, folks, from the Miracle Gym. My name is Ryan Potter for KOTC Sports. Pardon me if I cannot give you the graphics for the first half, but of course, let me take first sponsors of our Makabansa Basketball League, presented by Metro Pacific Investments Corporation and San Miguel Global Power. And also thanks to our sponsors, First Philec, Meralco Gen, Pacific Power, Aboitiz Power, Lanco Pacific, Quezon Power Philippines Corporation, and Smart. Lagos battling for that loose ball. Joining him is De Leon, Dakis, Lagmay, forgot his name, yung isang player doon. But for PLDT, we have the team captain Ake, Boyko. We also have Reyes. We have Monte Castro and this guy who shot a three-pointer. Remember, we start this game with a 10-0 on the jump because the DILG only has one executive appeared tonight. That's why the team captain Ake already has 10 points. Ake for 3. He's struggling tonight. Santos drives. Santos, ooh, he was bamboozled by 2 defenders, but he will take 2 anyways. Alright, this is going to be a foul by Estuerto with a foul. First free throw is no good for Santos. And we remind you that on Tuesday next week, June 4, about a day or 2 days before that, we will announce the games of the quarterfinals of the Makabansa Basketball League. Game starts at 7 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. That's Ben Surto. Just checking for the first time. We have a foul there by Reyes. Earlier, just joined us. Gentry winning. Almost a turnover. Saved there by Largo. Largo pump fakes. 8 on the shot clock. Here's Lagmay. Shot clock at 4. Lagmay running down the clock. They need to put it up. Largo lets it fly. It hit the iron. Play continues. Ball out of bounds. It will go back to PLDT. Remember, they are the defending champions last season. This is the first step for them to defend the crown. They're going to face tough matchups along the way, especially in the quarters. The likes of AFP, DENR, and OP is among the teams who want to snatch that crown from them. Offensive rebound by Reyes, foul underneath by De Leon. So let me reiterate the format. So the top 2 teams in both brackets, the Office of the President and DENR, who are undefeated, they'll have a twice to beat advantage on their matchups that will be assigned by our committee. And after that, a week after that, before the Independence Day, June 11, we'll have a knockout semifinals. After the knockout semifinals, June 14 will be the finals. Game 1, best of 3. Game 2 will be June 18 and also the awarding ceremonies. And then June 21, if necessary, that will be the game 3. Double team counts for Dakis. Lopez play against Boyko. Body upon body. The hook shot there. Just in time. He misses. And here comes Monte Castro. Fast break. Monte Castro lays it in. Back to a 20-point advantage. Dakis bang Boyko. He puts it up. Oh, he heard the whistle. He threw it up. And Boyko gets the foul. And Dakis will take 2. Alright, 2 free throws now. Short on the first free throw for Dakis. Second free throw is not good. Rebound. Still the red shirts. And Dakis takes matters. In the meantime, Boyko, the handoff. Kick out to Santos. Santos drives. Santos. Monte Castro. Here's a three-pointer by Ake. He banks it out. Largo. That's 1 against 4. Can he make it? Oh yeah! Boy! 1 out of 4 defenders. Largo defies them all. So Largo, he's really a gutsy player no matter what. Despite the odds stacked against DILG, he will try his best to have PLDT have the one for their money, but PLDT is unfazed. They are the defending champions and they want to impose their will tonight. Ake and Buiko will check in. Inside drive, look at that. Now PLDT is doubling their efforts offensively. They can sense that Largo is a big thorn so far for PLDT. They cannot stop Largo at all. 17 points already. And Delovino misses the free throw. (58-42). Pick provided. Here's Lagmay. Puts it up. Here's Dakis. Second effort. 58-44. The lead is 14 for the Digitizers. Time remaining is 5:37. We're now on the halfway point of this quarter. Here's Santos. Southpaw heave. Yes! You know, his release reminds me of Willie Miller. 61-44. 17-point advantage for the white shirts of PLDT. Almost a turnover. Yes, it is a turnover. Now PLDT's turn to make a fast break. An errant pass there by Monte Castro. Largo once again. Largo creating space. He almost made the shot. And there's a push by Dakis. Boy, Largo tonight is electric. He can drive. He can dish. He can go fast break. He can shoot a three. He can defend. He can do everything for DILG. Low post play. Here comes the turnaround shot. Won't bite. Santos didn't get the rebound. Lagmay brings it up for the DILG. Largo. Left wing. Defended well. Look at against Santos. And that is a tall arc shot. And here comes the Digitizers. The hand. Oh! Nice block by Dakis. Brings it up the ball for DILG. Fast break play. 1 against 3. 1 against 4. Dakis takes it strong. Back to a 15-point advantage for PLDT. Here comes Duran. Kick out pass. Santos for 3. Left wing. And he gets the second triple. 64-46. Back to an 18-point advantage. Lagmay brings it up court. Lagmay goes left. Baseline. Drives. Block. Good defended by Duran on that rejection. Monte Castro 2-on-2. Monte Castro drives. Kick out pass. That's a long two for Delovino. He fails. Easy rebounded by Dakis. Here's Largo once more. Now, it's a double timing defense. What Largo can do. Can he create? Can he dish off? And finally, he forced him a turnover. Finally, They stop him. Delovino's shot rejected again. And now he's open. And he finally makes it. PLDT showing its might in the middle part of the third. Timeout by DILG. Three minutes and 19 remaining. The lead is 20 for PLDT. There's a foul from the rear. 3:10 to go, third period. Baseline by Dakis. Difficult angle, and he gets a foul against Turan. And De Leon will shoot two. Press is no good. And a made basket by De Leon. (66-47). There's Delovino. Inside. Kick out pass on Nuevo. Misfires a three. (66-47). Largo once again. Boy, he can really create things for the team. 19 for Largo. He's the top scorer for DILG tonight. Delovino. Kick out pass. Estomata. Corner three. He nails it. Delovino almost had a piece of it, but the ball goes out of bounds. Largo. 20-point disadvantage for DILG. Creates. He pulls it up. What a shot by Largo. Amazing. 21 points. He was defended by 2 or 3 defenders. He put up a shot and that darn thing makes that bunker. Oh, wow. Special player. Special player, this guy. And he knows why. He almost made a layup. 69-51. Estomata will estimate that three. De Leon plucks down the rebound. The ball almost lost it, but there's Dakis. Once again, Largo that time. The pass was too high. But you cannot discount his endurance, agility, creativeness, timing, experience, savvy. Largo has it all. It's just that he cannot do it alone. He needs his teammates to pull up a good fight against the defending champions. He cannot do it alone. A minute and 12 to go. The lead is 17 for PLDT. Inside pass. That's broken up. That is a rejection there by the red shirts. Here's Bensurito. Dakis rejected the shot earlier. Lagmay has it. Here's Ballesteros. Finally, they give Largo a rest. Ballesteros with the runner. Nope. Rebound controlled by Duran. 47 ticks. On the trail, Ramos. Ramos hand time move. No, he didn't make it. Nice save there. Dakis brings up the basketball for DILG. Back dribbles it. Smaller defender on him. Fall away shot for Dakis. Off the mark. 28 seconds before we end this quarter. Delavino on the fast rail. Hand off to Ramos. 71-51. Final 15 seconds before this third quarter. We've seen the highlights and the lowlights, but so far PLDT weathered every storm from DILG. 5 seconds remaining. The Hawk. It's no good. Last shot time. PLDT. 1 second to go. That shot by Ramos is already out of time. So, 3 quarters have passed. Can the PLDT will barge into the quarterfinals in the next quarter? They're leading by 20, 71-51. And are they just 10 minutes of playing time away for barging into the quarterfinals? Like what I said in the start of this broadcast, quarterfinals will be a different picture. They're going to face top teams with the likes of AFP Cavaliers, or maybe PNP, or maybe the undefeated teams like DENR and OP. Who knows? Ryan Potter here, live from Pasig City. We're down to the final quarter. One final push for DILG. Air ball, the last shot by Soliman. Here comes the Digitizers, Monte Castro. 22-point lead, 73-51. Largo, who played superb tonight, 23 points. 9:09 to go. 3-point shot by Ballesteros. Soliman gets the offensive rebound and draws a foul from Duran. Now, after I announce the games that I will cover 7 games in Velvet, I will be covering also 4 games in JCI Manila at the Gameville Ballpark from 2 p.m. to 6:30. And then after 6:30, I'll go straight to MOA Arena to watch the concert Wish State Refrain. One of the actresses there on the short film is Kate Yalong, and of course Robbie Paking. Singers there is Noy Bolante, Letters from June, and Lani Misalucha. Presented by KDL Music House. And of course, you're still watching Makabansa Basketball League Season 3, brought to you by Metro Pacific Investments Corporation and San Miguel Global Power. And thank you so much for our sponsors. First, we elect Meralco Gen, Pacific Power, Aboitiz Power, Lanco Pacific, Quezon Power Philippines Corporation, and Smart Communications. Okay, you can also log in to our website or alternative live stream, postpeed.com, and of course we're streaming live here through KOTC Leagues. We're on the shot clock. Are they aware of the clock? Down to 2, down to 1. Ballesteros didn't have the shot. That is a shot clock violation against DILG. Eight minutes and 21. All right. Estomata estimates another 3. This time it's short. Last touch by Reyes. important here for PLDT is to maintain its lead all throughout the game, and then they can now focus on their next opponent on the quarterfinals, whether they will be relegated to the knockout stage or they will face the top seed. It depends. Inside play, the Hawk. I think since PLDT is on the 2-3-4, they will face the the same ranking on the other bracket probably on the quarterfinals. Because here's the thing, it will be a knockout game for that. Now the lower seeded teams on that match on the previous playing tournaments, they will face the top seed. The top seed on the quarterfinals who have a twice to beat advantage. So it will be almost another knockout game for PLDT on the next phase next week. 73-54 PLDT. Here's the 3 from the corner. Nice stop by Largo. Largo against Estomata. Largo, look at that. Great ball movement and great dexterity of moves there. This time he elicits a foul from somebody. Despite his size disadvantage, he uses his skill, his heft, his smartness on the court. And so far, he is the top scorer for DILG, where he has 23 points tonight. Well, there's a lot of players for PLDT who can be candidates. One of them is Sake, one of them is Montecast. Oh, no, one of them is Estomata, who will hit 3 triples tonight. Pretty balanced scoring for PLDT. Boyko also with almost a double-double performance in points and rebounds. 24 for Largo. You know, the shots that he took earlier that made in a difficult angle, as we see Estomata's 4th triple. Who knows if we have highlights for top 10 plays. Look at Largo. Everything but the shot on that turnaround. Three-pointer, nope. Rebound controlled by DILG. (76-55). The bounce pass. The hook. Nope. Offensive rebound. Block. Ballesteros has it. Shot clock at 6. Shot clock at 4. Largo lets it go. That's short. Here's Montecastro. Boyko. Estomata. His 5th triple. He didn't. Largo. This time he can do one-on-one. So he diligently passed it to Lagmay's basket. Unselfish. When he needs to be unselfish, he will do it for the sake of the team. Although their team is on the 19-point disadvantage. Reyes. That will be a timeout for DILG. The score is 78-57. We have a timeout by the Visionaries. Okay. With 5 minutes and 39 remaining in this ball game, it seems like PLDT is on its way. But of course, the DILG will not go down fighting, as we see Dakis already in double figures. Año Nuevo. Reyes double team. Reyes drives. The hand up. Boyko. Boyko has 13 and 10, double-double. So if you're gonna ask me who will be the player of the game for PLDT, it's this guy, Boyko. Largo. Again. You know, even if Largo gives up 3 inches or 4 inches in height against Boyko, he is unfazed. He can bang anybody in this league. Foul there by Boyko. Turnover. Fast break. De Lovino. No soak. Good defense by Largo. Handed over to Lagmay. Inside De Leon. The drop pass to Dakis. 19-point disadvantage once again. 80-61. Exact time remaining is 4 minutes and 29 in the fourth quarter. Santos for 3. Nails it. 9 points, all from 3-pointers for Santos. He's 3 out of 6. Lagmay brings it up court against a much younger De Lovino. Low post play. Palma. Yes, sir. Nice little runner there by Palma. 83-63. Anunuevo, pump fakes. Running shot for Anunuevo. The lead is 20 for PLDT. We're counting down the minutes when we are approaching the 3-minute mark of this ball game. Dakis for the consolation 3. Not much muscle behind it. Reverse Largo. This time he was thwarted. I think he's tired. You can sense. The passing play of the two guys. Why not? Santos to De Lovino and vice versa. 85-63. Largo continues to pulverize opponents. Boy, he's like a machine. 26 points for Largo. His season best is 32 points. 87-65, but on a losing effort because the time is now slowly fast creeping up to the like a sand. What you call this? The time machine on the sand. The Leon and the rest of DILG, we can safely say now their season is about to end, but not without a valiant effort by Mr. Largo. And likewise Dakis. What a fine performance tonight. But tonight is the night for PLDT as they about to enter the quarterfinal spurt with this impending victory 89-67 as we about to approach the last 2 minutes of the play-in tournament. Boyko. So we can announce now that the quarterfinals is complete. Maybe at the end of the game I will say it again. Who are the quarterfinalists now? Traveling by Reyes, and this last 2 minutes is presented to you by Meralco, ang liwanag ng bukas. It is a bright daylight on the horizon of PLDT as Coach Bong Rabena and the staff can now sit, relax, reflect, and they prepare for the hard battles next week. Meralco, MPTC, PNP, AFP, Gentry, and now PLDT are the 6 quarterfinalists for next week. That is going to be a great matchup for the Elite 8. That includes also the top seeded teams per bracket, OP and DE, NR. Both of these teams that are top seed is still undefeated in this tournament. So we're gonna expect that they're gonna play all guts, all heart on the next week's quarter-finals, which will start on Tuesday, June 4. Santos with a 3. He has 12 points, but he's not our best player. It's gonna be Boyko for tonight. We're counting down the minutes, and the cast will be complete. The Rovino, icing on the cake. Alright, let's have a correction. The semifinals will be on June 10, Tuesday. It's only a one-game knockout semifinals. Alright, half a minute. Now the Monday's game, the winner of the Meralco last Monday, they will face the winner of that next game, which is MPTC. That will be the first game next week. Final score is 96-74. PLDT barged into the quarterfinals. I already told you the 6 teams and the top 2 teams, and then the other team that will play on Monday. This will be the number 1 seed team of bracket A, which is OP on that main game. They will face the winner of this game 3 of playing tournament, which will be they will face. Oh boy, that is a great matchup. OP versus AFP. That will be on Monday. Let me repeat. The game's on Monday. Oh, sorry. The game's on Tuesday, rather. Sorry. Tuesday. Ulitin ko Tuesday ang games natin sa quarter. June 4. First game at 7. Meralco, MPTC. Second game, the number 1 seed OP. Bagong Pilipinas. They will face AFP Cavaliers. OP with a twice to beat advantage. So join us for a blockbuster quarter-final match of the Season 3 of the Makabansa Basketball League. From all of us here in Pasig City, for all the staff and crew, my name is Ryan Paro, saying once more, sports is life. Always use this for the glory of God. This has been the presentation of the Makabansa Basketball League and a production of Kings of the Court. From Pasig City, the Meralco Gym. Thank you, Philippines. Good night, and always, to God be the highest glory and honor forever. Amen.